From the success of Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing New Horizons, it seems everyone wants their cut of the pie and making their own farming sim or cozy game. But instead of creating your own character or villager, what if you're following the story of someone who doesn't want to feel cozy? Alta, our protagonist, has big goals and aspirations in her fighting career, but certain circumstances have her needing to just stop. She can't carry her sword, she can't fight, she can only tend to a tea shop called Wanderstop. Wanderstop is a narrative cozy game that takes a different but welcome approach to the genre. The game was made by Studio Ivy Road, with the creative director being Davey Wreden, who you might know from making games like the Stanley Parable. My friend asked me to check out Stanley Parable around 2024, and honestly, I fell in love with it. Davey's narrative is extremely witty, and I feel like it was a blueprint when it comes to narrative and choice making in modern video games. And that direction is definitely shown in Wanderstop, but it's interesting. He has mentioned in a video that he was dealing with extreme burnout, and this was a game to help him get through it. But it's a rocky process dealing with burnout, and so is Alta's journey in this game. From the video of Davey speaking about his struggles and then watching the reveal trailer, I knew I had to give this game a shot. Learning to fix yourself takes a lot of work, maybe even more hard work than tending a tea shop. But it also reminded me that you can go through things at your own pace. In this game, yes, you're tending to customers, but there's no time limit. There's no stress on the character to get everything done as quickly as possible. Boro, who is the owner of Wanderstop, even tells Alta that she can even sit down and have a cup of tea herself sometimes. And yes, it bothers Alta, and I think it comes off as a great lesson to the player, even in their everyday life. Boro, I think, is a fantastic character that gives Alta a gentle nudge. He's not necessarily telling her what to do. He kind of follows her lead and then offers his own advice along the way. But let's talk gameplay, and honestly, it's pretty fun. For context, I use a controller while playing docked on my Steam Deck. I personally didn't run into any issues, but at the time I'm recording this, Wanderstop is not Steam Deck verified, so that's just something to keep in mind. Wanderstop is a big sandbox where you can run around and tend to the patrons while tidying up the shop. Sweeping has a chance to grant you trinkets to decorate or different teacups or mugs to serve yourself or others tea. As someone who's a big mug collector with a wife that drinks a lot of tea, this was a pretty cute detail. Planting and combining different seeds gives you different plants and fruits to use for tea making. One tip is that even though Boro gives you a tutorial on how plants work in a specific part of the clearing, you are not limited to this area, okay? You can plant all over as long as there's space for your plants. Once you get your fruit and your tea leaves, you're ready to make tea. And oh boy, that tea making machine. First of all, I love its design. On top of the shop being in the middle of the woods, this tea making contraption feels almost magical with how unusual it looks. It was pretty intimidating for me to learn how to make tea in Wanderstop at first, but after using it just a few times, I got very used to it. One thing to note is not only can you serve your patrons tea, but if you drink a cup of tea yourself while sitting on a bench, you get some extra insight on Alta's character and why she got into the situation she's in. And there's different dialogue for all the different types of fruits in the game, so it's gonna be a lot of sitting on benches, but only if you want to. Something that's gonna be super helpful for you, in my opinion, is the Book of Answers. It's up the stairs and to the left. The Book of Answers was something I didn't think I needed in a video game, but it was so helpful during my playthrough. Some of the tea that patrons would ask for can be pretty cryptic, but the Book of Answers literally gives you answers on everything you need to make. There's no sugarcoating, no cryptic message or anything like that. It's just, here's how you make the tea. This is how you do it. And yeah, it's so good. I basically had Alta carrying that with her the whole time I was playing the game. But something I've been cryptic on is the story. And the reason for that is, honestly, I would love for you to experience it yourself. One of the real engaging things about Wanderstop is learning more about Alta and how she got to the forest, how she might realize she has a problem, even though she says she's totally fine. Some of the patrons even offer advice on her issues, and I think Alta is the real meat of this game. I would love for you to give this game a try. It's super cozy, and like I said before, you can go through the game at your own pace. There's really no rush. Simply make some tea, relax, maybe pet one of those little pluffins or two. And to the team at Ivy Road, genuinely, thank you for sending me a review copy of the game. It was truly pretty awesome to cover. I'm really looking forward to your other projects in the future, because Wanderstop, it really was my cup of tea. All right, hey y'all, this is new. This is like a new video for me. I haven't really done this before, and I had to go with a script format because I tend to stutter a lot. I say like a lot. I say like a lot. It's a whole thing, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Really, genuinely give Wanderstop a try. I really liked it. And if you can, leave a like and subscribe. That would be really cool. I have other projects in the future, and yeah, thanks for watching.